Guys, some data here. Should I write all these down? Yeah, let's do that. Let me see if I can find a small one here. No. Yeah, write these down here. Write down all these little things here. 65, 70, 69, 61, 56, 52, 43, 42, 51, 60, 63, 52, 60, 54, and 50. Stem and leaf plot is really just a way to organize data, and it works pretty well. It's a way to do it pretty quickly. You just have to remember that the leaf is the last digit. The leaf is the last digit, and the stem is anything that comes in front of it. Okay. In this case, there's just one digit. It's only two-digit number, so there's just one digit in front of the leaf, so you're just going to have one-digit stems. But it could be something in the hundreds, and there could be two digits in front of the thing there. And really what you're doing here, if you look at all these numbers here, you're just organizing it in groups of, like, what numbers are in the 40s, what numbers are in the 50s, what numbers are in the 60s, and what numbers are in the 70s. So it looks like this. Here you have your stem. Okay, and then over here, you have your leaf. And you look at what you have for stems. What I have for stems are numbers that are in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s. Those are my stems. And then I just organize them as I go along. When you try to keep them in numerical order, sometimes it's a little tough to do. So it's hard to see what's coming up here. But 65, for instance, here's the 60, so you put the 5. I suppose we could do this just to make it easier to see. Okay, this would represent 65. 70 is 7 and a 0. 69, you put a 9 way over there. 61, and it comes in front there. 56, there. 52, 43, 42, 51, 60, 63, 52, so you put another 2, double up there. 60, put another 0. 54, and 50. Did I miss one? Seems like I went kind of faster there. I didn't skip a whole bunch of numbers, did I? Help me out here, people. This is participation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Is that what I had? Okay, and this then would be your stem and leaf plot. And notice, with the stem and leaf plot, okay, it's pretty easy to tell, you know, the measures of central tendency. That's that whole mode, median, mean thing. You know, if I asked you what the mode is, you can look across there and see what digits repeat. What would be the mode of this thing here? Anybody? Somebody out there. Help me. I'm dying here. Alyssa Smiley, what is the mode of all these numbers? What two numbers repeat? There are 2 of them. Looking here, I've got 2 2s there, 2 0s there. What do those numbers stand for? What are those numbers? 5 with the 2 is 52. It's bimodal. It has both 52 and, what's the other one? 60. Thank you. How would you find the median with your stem and leaf plot? Well, we know how many numbers were there. I already counted them. There were 15. So the 8th number over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The median would be 56 because it's the 8th one over. We're not going to find the average. But what would be the range? What's the smallest? What's the biggest? It goes from 42 to 70, so the range is 70 minus 42, which is 28. Is that enough of a review, or do we need to go farther than that? Listen, I've got all day. I'll wait for some sort of response.
No,
Usually Knuff
we're
talks so
okay.
much and I have to threaten to put her out in the hall. Now today when I wanted to say something, nothing. Zero. Alright, then along with that then here, I'm going to shrink this down a little bit, if that's okay with you. Even if it's not, I don't really care too much. And we are going to talk about making a histogram. So if you want to put histogram, I kind of need this stem and leaf plot to do what we're going to do here. What is a histogram? Have we done histograms this year?
Yeah.
What is a histogram? Do you have a definition for it for me? Okay. Anybody? Histogram? I'm looking in the books to see. Histogram is a bar graph showing frequency. Bar graph showing frequency. And we are going to take a look over here, and we're going to make a histogram of this. And probably the best way to think about this is really what a histogram is going to do is it's going to turn this thing and spin it, what, 90 degrees counterclockwise. Okay, turn your stem and leaf plot around. Okay, but it's a bar graph, so we make our little chart here. I can't make it there, so I'm going to make it here. Can't make it there, so I might just punt. Oh, I'm going to draw there.
It's really good zone.
It is the dead zone. Okay. Now, on my bottom are going to go these numbers here. Okay, I want to know how many digits there are between, and the first bar is going to be between 40 and 49, because that's what this represents. That leaf part right there is everything between 40 and 49. Okay, so I'll draw this little line here. Oh, there is like an exact zone right there. So the next one's going to be between what? 50 and 59. And then it'll be between 60 and 69. And then you have between 70 and 79. So those are your bars going up. Going across, remember we're talking about frequency. Okay, so I want to know how many numbers fall between 40 and 49. How many numbers fall between 50 and 59? So the one that has the most looks like it's in the 60s we have 2, 4, 6. In the 50s we have 2, 4, 6. So the highest my bar graph has to go is up to 6. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll just color these in here if I can find the right kind of color. What color should I make it? How about a nice chartreuse? How many digits fall between 40 and 49? You look over here, there's just 2. So you color up, I should have labeled my graph here. You color this bar up 2. How many fall between 50 and 59? How many digits are there? 6. Thank you for whoever's answering. How many fall between 60 and 69? 6. And then how many fall between 70 and 79? Just 1. This, then, children, is your garden variety basic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, one thing you notice about this bar graph is that there are no spaces between the bars. No spaces between the bars. double exclamation point with a little smiley face underneath it. Just for fun. Oh boy, stop me there if you didn't like what I just said. No. Well, I'm not gonna bore you anymore. Even that